Hello everybody! You're probably like, where have you been? Sick. I got a really bad cold over Christmas and it just never went away, and it actually turned into pneumonia. So I'm still getting over that. So I haven't, and plus I do work for this company called Itsy Book Bit. Well, I kind of volunteer slash work. So I've been doing a lot of teasers and making promos for that. Plus, back to work after Christmas for me means coursing and teaching. So I've been full out with that. So my schedule got really compact over Christmas, and not a lot of time to film new stuff, not a lot of time to edit. My evenings are very chock full, and I do like sleeping. And I do get up very early in the morning, so staying up until like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning isn't ideal for anybody's health. So I'm still kind of getting over the pneumonia, so so I thought I'd just film a little video, just let you know I haven't abandoned the channel at all. I'm probably going to redecorate my space as well. Maybe just do a little work around, see what's best, play with some lighting. The lighting is the best in this room. It's very dark in here, and maybe I'll switch locations. You never know. So, plan moving forward with this channel. So, I'm going to do two things with this channel. It's still going to be a book channel, but I'm going to post some things up about my weight loss journey, because I'm now officially down 30 pounds since April and still going strong. My goal is to at least lose another 20 by the summertime, which will give me a grand total of 50. So I want to incorporate little like vlogs in there. I do post on my Instagram a lot with that, so M's Journey at Journeys M, I think. So I'll put it down here somewhere so you can see it. For the channel moving forward, I want to, of course, still give my advice about like how to do a book blog. My blog has again kind of suffered because of this sickness, so I really have to clean up my blog and get back on track with that, and send out a lot of apology emails for some of the tours that I've missed because of just being not in the best of health. And it's just me doing this, so I don't have anybody helping me with that. So yeah, sometimes life just gets in the way, and you just gotta like pick yourself back up and continue going forward. I want to do like kind of like maybe some book hauls, like what are my top faves, different challenges that you can do to help you out with reading if you want to get into reading, how to pick out something that suits you, stuff like that. Maybe do some fun things like what popular books that I've read that didn't like, stuff like that, because there's quite a few mainstream books I've read and just couldn't fucking stand. So that's the way life is. So yeah, I'm gonna incorporate like the book stuff into my workout stuff, and I don't know, do some really fun things with this channel. I still want to do those book DIYs, I just haven't had the time to do it. Maybe the weekend, that's what I'll film the weekend, we'll do that. I'll go to the dollar store and see what I can pick up at the dollar store, do some book DIY presents. You never know. Give me some suggestions, like DM me, like put it in the comments, suggest anything you want. Anything you want. Moving on. So in this little short video, if I don't completely die, I just want to talk about, I had something in my head and I completely forgot, so I'm just gonna ramble at my computer screen and not know what to talk about. I know we are into the new year, so happy new year. I'm sorry I didn't get to get anything up before then. I just want to talk about book challenge for this year. So my goal this year is to read 300 books. I did actually read more than that last year, but you know, you gotta up it every single year, so maybe I'll actually read more than that, you never know. But that is my ultimate goal, is to read 300 books this year. And some of you are probably like, oh my god, 300 books? How can you read 300 books in a year? It's actually pretty easy. I do read fairly fast, so a 300-page book, if I sit down and completely zone out, I can have it read in like 3.5 to 4 hours. That's not a lot of time out of your day when you think about it, so it's quite easy for me to read a book in a day. I do read a lot of novellas as well. Like if you really want to up that word or book count, you can read short, very interesting books in just novellas. They're usually like 100 pages or less. You get great little reads in those if you really want to like impress people and be like, what are your book challenges for the year? There is a couple I track on Goodreads, but there is another site called the 50 Book Pledge that you could go there and you have your own bookshelves and you can put your books in there that you read, any books that you want to read. I was doing that for a little while on that site, but I was kind of doing them both on Goodreads and that site, and I figured, why am I doing it on two sites? It's just too much stuff to update. So even though I've fallen away from that website, I do highly suggest it if you're not into Goodreads or maybe you don't like that site. So you can actually go on the 50bookpledge.com. So I'll link that below for you so you can check it out. Yeah, let's start a discussion. What are your plans this year? Like, what is your actual challenge? Part of my challenge is I want to read more mainstream books this year. I read a shit ton of indie books last year. Pretty much that's all I read was indie books last year, and maybe one or two mainstream books. So I really want to like actually dig into the books that I have bought. You can see behind me I do have like that's kind of like a portion of my collection. I have actually a bunch, 3 more bookshelves is full. A lot of books I haven't read yet, so I really want to dig into that pile. And I have started somewhat. I'm still reading indie books though. It's hard, but that my ultimate goal is to at least read out of the 300, at least 100 of those books come from my own bookshelf and not continuously buy books, which is really hard. That's another challenge for me, is not to binge buy books. I know, you're like, you are a book nerd and you're doing booktube and you're doing book stuff and you're not gonna do binge hauls. No, I'm not, because it's God, paperback books, they're not that expensive, but hardbacks in Canada, they're like $25 to $30 a book. That is gas for my car. When you start adding it up, you're just like, oh my God, I spend way too much money on books. Before I actually go and do like a big book thing, I actually want to start reading the stuff that I have. Also have tickets to PenCon in September. If you guys haven't been, it's a big author convention held in St. Louis every year. I'll put the link down below if you want to check it out. I think there's tickets still available. I have VIP tickets. I'm going to go for the whole weekend. So you can check that out if you can just go there. Some of your favorite authors might be there and you can buy their books and they're all signed. That's like the allure. So my next big book haul will probably be at BookCon or PenCon. So I get all these nice signed books. Oh, and you get this board and you can get it signed. You can see it over here in my background. Sorry, it looks like I have a tail. It's just my hair is falling down because I got it all cut off nice and short. I got all my hair cuts off up to here. But yeah, so you can see up here, this is my nice little PenCon. Turn my camera so you can see it better. See that? Isn't it pretty? It's pretty. So I got a bunch of author signatures. I'm going to get 2 boards next year. We're going to put them together. It's going to be marvelous. So that's my biggest challenge. The biggest 2 things I want is to read more mainstream books and to read at least 300 books. Tell me what you guys want to do. Like, what's your big challenge for the year? What books do you want to read more of? Like, do you want to jump into a different genre? There's one genre that I've been wanting to jump into for the longest time, and I do kind of like test the waters a little bit, just kind of like a big toe, is actually sci-fi fantasy. And as much as I do love sci-fi, and I do actually love a lot of sci-fi TV shows, but I realize awesome that I don't read a lot of it. Like I've read them like here and there, but not a whole lot of them, and I don't know if it's because I prefer watching it over reading it, or I just haven't found the right set of books yet. So my goal is to try to get more to that genre because I do really enjoy sci-fi fantasy. So I think I'm just maybe not reading the right style of books, even though there is some that I do fully enjoy. I love the idea of traveling to different worlds and having just like all these different magical worlds. So I think I just need to find something that really catches my interest. Last year I read a lot of like adult romances, something that I never used to read before. So that was kind of like my big thing last year. Still kind of reading them this year, but I really want to get back into what I do love the most, which is magical fantasy, which is my favorite genre, and my guilty pleasure genre, which is young adult. So I've really fallen away from young adult last year, and I feel kind of like a little guilty because I'm like, oh my god, I just like abandoned my favorite genres and I just dove into this one. So I don't know if you guys do that when you find a new genre, you just kind of like read everything, but now I think I'm kind of like adult romanced out a little bit. I find that I've overindulged in a genre when I'm too nitpicky and I start like over analyzing the characters, or I'm just not liking the tropes and cliches anymore. Like there's only so many times where people have insta loss and at the end of it they get married and you're just like, I've read this before. So I think I'm in that mood right now. I'm actually reading a nice little thriller, action thriller right now, so I'm excited for that. But yeah. That's another thing I want to do. I want to get into more genres that maybe I've ignored, even though there are genres that I'll never read. I'm looking at you, erotica. Never. I have nothing against erotica. I just don't find the stories interesting and I find them a little boring. I know you're probably going to hang me out to dry, but that's just me. I don't like over dramatic books either. Even in movies, I don't particularly go for those types of movies. It's just not who I am. I prefer something with a very fast moving plot line and a very witty dialogue. I love cheesy cat phrases too. Yeah, but what can you do? Tell me what new genres you want to explore. Maybe I can help you out, especially if you're delving into that fantasy world. I might be able to suggest some nice books. My all-time favorite genre is actual magical realm type of books. I don't know if there's an actual pinpoint genre for it, but it's the genre where it's about magic, but it's kind of like a magic society in normal society. Kind of like that. I really like that. So one of my favorite series is the Cassandra Plummer series by I know this video was kind of short and sweet, so just wanted to let you know that I have not fallen off the face of the earth. I've just been getting over pneumonia. I will be trying to upload more often. I'll do my best. My schedule is completely hectic. And yeah, this channel has not died. It's just, no, I'm kidding. Could have. Like I said, it's going to be a mix between my book stuff and my weight loss stuff, so I'll try to like alternate the videos. So my next video you're probably going to see pop up is going to be one up at my weight loss. I want to try to, I think I might film that on Monday, just because my gym is closed on Monday because it is a heritage day for the province. I'm federal, I don't get the day off, so I get to go and still teach seamanship outside in the cold. Yeah, I know. I work outside, so it doesn't help when you're sick. So I think Monday I'm just gonna just show you a little bit of kind of like what I eat, how I maintain my calories, and workouts that I do when I can't get to the gym. I'll show you what I did over Christmas time. I was very happy over Christmas time. I only gained 1 pound over Christmas time. My parents were very supportive. They let me do my thing. So I do have an app that I bought for 3 months. I still have a month subscription left on it, so I'll show you those quick 30 minutes high intensity workout. I usually do body pumps on Monday, but the gym will be closed, so I'll do body pump next Monday. So my schedule, just so you guys know, I will kind of like go over this again in my next video, but my schedule for my workout is Mondays body pump, I do yoga on Tuesdays, Wednesdays body pump, Thursdays yoga, Fridays I do Barr, soul body Barr. I really enjoy that class. It can be anything you want. It could be low up to high intensity. You're gonna have like maybe a little bit of low intensity when you first start just to get the technique down, and then once you get the technique down, it feels like it becomes harder. It's actually a very good class. It's a mix between like ballet, Pilates, and yoga, and it's a whole body workout. So if you're worried about, say for some reason you can't do body pump or you can't do stuff with weights, Barr will be a very good option for you. I'll post some links below for all of these classes if you want to check them out. I go to a Good Life gym here. I don't know if Good Life is in the US, maybe it's some places, but Good Life is all over Canada. So if you're Canadian peeps, I do go to Good Life. And if you're wondering, because the whole military has their own gym, our gym shut down. because it shut down. So I got a good life. Plus it's a women's gym and I like going to women's gyms. More comfortable there. I love the classes. I love the instructors. I love everything. Anyways, and then Saturday's body pump, so morning classes. So Saturday morning I do body pump, and then Sunday morning I do bar. And then starting again, it's kind of like rinse and repeat. So you're probably like, you don't have a rest day in there. I do, kind of. So my Tuesdays and Thursdays are kind of like my rest days. I just do yoga. So I'm still doing something. It's a bit low intensity, and yoga has really helped me with my lower back and actually my knee pain, which has been really good lately. So I'll go over all that in my next video, just to give you guys maybe a starting point if you're thinking about starting a weight loss journey. I just want to share with you guys that you just gotta stick with it. It's kind of like, I like comparing it to reading, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't like reading, I can't get in the reading, and a lot of people be like, oh, I don't like working out, I can't get in the working out. So it's all about finding what you like. Same thing with books. Once you find a genre you like, whether it doesn't have to be fiction, it could be non-fiction, it could be case studies, it could be anything. As long as you find what you like, then you'll enjoy reading. Same thing with working out. Once you find something you like to do, whether it's group fitness, CrossFit, anything, then you kind of like, the gym becomes a fun place. So it's all about finding what exactly makes it fun for you, and then you'll enjoy it and it doesn't feel like a chore. I hope you can take those words of wisdom. And yeah, so that's all I have for today. And guys, just remember, never give up. As long as you get 2 feet on the floor, you're halfway there. So I'm going to close out this chapter with, I hope you hit that like button. I hope you hit that subscribe so you can see my pretty face almost every day or whenever I think about uploading. Drop comments down below. Maybe you can put in what you do for a workout, what you like to eat, what books you want, what different genres you like to read, anything at all. Put it in the comments below. I like this channel to be about discussing things that inspire you, whether it's books, working out, or maybe your pets or your children. So a fun place just to talk, have a good time. All my social media handles are below. I will be posting on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook when a video goes live, so make sure you follow me there so you never miss an opportunity to see this gorgeousness. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!